Welcome to another episode of the Mannschrecks. I'm Sarah.
And I'm JJ.
So awkward. Why did you look at me like that? You made me second guess everything that I was saying.
We did like this weird eye thing before, I pushed go, and then it was just like this pause before you started talking, and it was
the
just
way you're This is so creepy.
It's a very effective commentary on an audio medium. They can't see your face.
I know. That's okay.
Anyways, I am very excited about tonight. I've got what I think are hilarious stories, and I have just an abundance tonight. I have too much, and then I'm excited to play our little game / whatever we do after the break. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
Are you ready to approach the news desk?
I am.
All right, give it to me.
All right, so my first story is horrifying.
Oh, good. I'm so happy and positive and excited and horrifying.
A python swallows a woman whole in Indonesia.
No way.
A 16-foot reticulated python swallowed a woman whole in Indonesia.
No, I've heard stories, but that's
no.
Not.
Apparently, this story talks about it and then explains multiple other stories where this has happened. So it says,
did they get her out?
A missing woman was found eaten alive by a massive python after locals cut her body out of the snake. Farida, a 45-year-old woman went missing on Thursday night. Her body was discovered inside the reticulated python Friday by her husband and residents of Kalimpang village in South Sulawesi.
Wow.
It says the search for the missing mother of 4 began after she failed to return home Thursday night. Her husband found her belongings, which made him suspicious. The villagers searched the area. They soon spotted a python with a large belly. I feel so bad. It says they cut the python open. As soon as they did, the woman's head was immediately visible.
Wow.
She was fully clothed, and the snake was 16 feet long. Her husband was regretful that he let his wife go out on her own. He says, if I had been with her that day, the snake would not have dared to touch her. I feel sorry for the suffering she went through, and I'm very sorry for our family.
Oh, my gosh. That's so sad.
Such incidents are incredibly rare, but not unheard of. So apparently last year, a monster 26-foot-long python was found strangling and eating a local farmer. In 2018, a 54-year-old woman was found inside a 23-foot-long snake. And in the previous year, a farmer disappeared and was found being eaten alive by a 13-foot python.
Wow.
The longest reticulated python ever discovered was 32 feet long and 350 pounds.
Oh, my gosh.
So most of the time they eat rodents, but they have been known to feed on pigs, civets, bear cats, and even primates.
Boy, it makes you look at that scene from Jungle Book with Kaa, right? Is that what the thing's name is? The snake? Mm-hmm. And he's hypnotizing the kid, and it's ha, that's funny. You can't really eat a kid or whatever. It's oh, nope, apparently.
45-year-old woman. Gone.
Wow.
Python ate her. She went missing Thursday night, found her body inside the python Friday morning.
Have I mentioned how much I love living in Michigan? Oh my gosh. I'll never complain about the ice again.
Go to Indonesia.
Oh, why do people live in places where those things exist? Yeah. That's so crazy.
I was shocked. I thought it was a joke, and then I was like, wait, really?
Oh,
they literally found a very overly large python, cut his stomach open, and they found the woman.
Wow. And it was too late.
Oh, that's like a horror movie. I'm so sorry that I read that story now. Oh.
Come on. This is supposed to be a fun-loving podcast.
Erase it.
All right, I'll erase it. I have this story. So you had mentioned, was it last week or the week before, the magnet fishing story?
Yeah.
Right? So the guy found a skull or something.
Yes, it was a dumbbell with a skull.
You have some morbid stories.
Yeah, boy, I really
I'm noticing.
Need to cool it. I'm going to come with world records next week or something.
There you go. Some rosy and happy. Yeah, like a puppy helped a llama or something. I don't know. New York City couple finds so they go magnet fishing, and they do this on social media. So they go magnet fishing, and they often display what they found on social media. They found a safe, a little mini safe, containing $100,000. They found this muddy safe in a pond in Queens in New York, and they pull the safe up, and they bust it open, and it's just wads of cash.
Whoa.
$100,000 was in this thing.
Whoa! What did they do with it?
I just grabbed the headline. I didn't even. That's not even one of my stories. I have 2 other stories, but this one, it was just because of my eyes were drawn to it because it said magnet fishing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we just talked about that, magnet
yeah.
fishing, which I didn't realize was like, it's a thing. It's a thing that people do. And so they have a very powerful magnet.
Yep.
So it's James Kane and Barbie Agostina. Her name is Barbie. They were magnet fishing at a pond in Queens Friday. They regularly document their finds on social media, but they told the news that they were stunned when they opened the safe and found hundreds of drenched bills estimated to be worth about $100,000.
Whoa, that's random.
It's so crazy. They were the bills. The dollar bills were damaged due to being soaked by the water. It's not a waterproof safe. They've just found a safe with $100,000.
That's so random.
It's just baffling.
Makes me want to go magnet fishing now.
Yeah, man.
What kind of stuff you gonna pull up?
They are allowed to keep the money in the safe,
but it's damaged.
Yep, but it sounds like they're gonna get some of that money. Some of them were totally destroyed. The NYPD, in a statement to USA Today, said the money did not need to be handed over to the police because its value could not be determined. As a general matter, found property valued at $10 or more is required to be reported to and deposited with the police. In this instance, the value and authenticity of the alleged currency could not be determined due to its severely disintegrated condition. So they're going to try and get the money repaired. Police looked at it and said, that money's totaled. We don't care. We don't want it.
You can get money repaired? I'm learning so much from this article.
Currently, the bills are very delicate, Kane said. We now have them enclosed in baggies to keep the moisture in so that it doesn't become dust. They're going to visit the Department of Bureau of Printing and Engraving that specializes in repairing damaged money. It can take a while, up to 6 months from 6 months to 3 years, for them to go through it and give us a value of the money. So it's like, yay, $100,000, but the money is so damaged that it like they have to send it in and then they'll hear back. That is so bizarre. Like, how much were you able to salvage? I think that's fascinating.
I'll give you $50.
Oh my gosh, I'd be mad if it was that much money and then you don't.
But I mean, it's not like you earned the money. It was randomly
it's
found.
Such an exciting find, and it'd be a bummer if it wasn't that exciting.
Yeah, but that's
we
so
found
weird.
$100,000, and in the end, they gave us $300. You know, like that'd be sad. I hope they get a lot of it back.
Oh boy.
And then the article switches to like, here's some other cool stuff we have
found.
Of course. And then they just have to go on and talk. But I just thought that was such a fun sort of a ping
random.
Of your article from last week.
Yeah, I didn't know magnet fishing was the thing, but now I'm going to try it someday.
I think the boys would get a kick out of that. Like
they would. They really would.
Awesome.
That's crazy.
All right, you have another story?
I do. So a rare 7-foot fish washed ashore on Oregon's coast and garnered worldwide attention. So apparently... washed onto...
Oh, I thought you said walked.
Yep, it walked that really.
I was like, this is quite a story.
Darwin was right. Oh boy. Okay. So it's called a hoodwinker sunfish. The fish is 7 feet.
Oh, it's one of those big old boys.
Flat, huge sunfish.
Yep.
So 7 feet.
Yep.
So a massive rare fish thought to only live in temperate waters in the southern hemisphere, washed up on Oregon's northern coast.
Oregon.
The 7.3-foot hoodwinker sunfish first appeared on the beach in Gearhart on Monday, the Seaside Aquarium said in a press release. It was still on the beach on Friday and may remain there for weeks as it's difficult for scavengers to puncture its tough skin.
Ugh.
So photos provided show the flat, round gray fish lying on its side in the sand. The person kneeling next to it gives a sense of its large scale and size.
They do, yeah. The thing is huge.
It's massive. So it says the stir has created in social media prompted a New Zealand-based researcher to contact the aquarium. She looked at pictures of the fish and confirmed that it was a hoodwinker sunfish, but it's rarer than the more common ocean sunfish that usually have been washing up on beaches and stuff. And it says this isn't the first time that one of those has washed up ashore this far north. In 2019, one washed ashore in California, but the theory that had been believed about these fish is that they only live in the southern hemisphere.
They couldn't do it.
But apparently they recently one washed ashore in Alaska, saying that it's possible that they can live in other parts of the Pacific Northwest and not only in warmer climates. So it's just interesting that such a big. I mean, this fish is massive. But people were so confused because they're like, what is this fish? And why is it washing up in Oregon, like so far north? So I just
think that anytime we think we know something, it's amazing to me. Like I just think nature continues to humble us. It's like, you don't know anything. This fish.
Oh my gosh. Like, look at this to scale by this truck.
My gosh, it wouldn't even fit in the flatbed of a truck. It's bigger than that.
It's so big. Its mouth is hanging open. Like, it's...
Man.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's massive.
What are you doing way up here? How did you get here? Yeah.
So, that's happening.
I love it because it reminds me that, like, we don't know everything.
No.
You know, we think we're like, well, we know this one only lives in the South.
They say,
like, nah, you're wrong. You don't know.
Like, we have explored more of space than we have of the ocean.
Yeah.
Like, we know not even as much as we'd like to think we do.
Well, and I think it's and I'm not saying that, like, we shouldn't know or we should stop searching. Like, I love it. Let's learn more. But I just think every now and then we get reminders of how little we know and how much more there is to find, which I think is really cool. I love that. Very cool. What was it called again? Sunfish?
Hoodwinker sunfish.
Hoodwinker sunfish. Bizarre.
Crazy.
Bizarre. U.S. woman declared dead, found alive at a funeral home.
What?
This happened 6 days ago. A woman in Nebraska was mistaken for dead at a nursing home, later found to be alive at the funeral home, and now has officially actually died. Authorities have confirmed. Constance Glantz, 74 years old, not even that old, was declared dead at a nursing home near the state capitol in Lincoln on Monday. Staff at the local funeral home that she was then brought to noticed about 2 hours later she was still breathing. They quickly performed CPR on her and took her back to the nursing or taken to the hospital. But officials said she was later declared dead for a second time soon after.
Well, that's horrifying.
So it's like, you remember that episode of Friends where
not dead.
Grandma is not dead, and then she's like, this never happens, and then she actually dies, and it's like, well,
now she's passed.
Whew. She's not past. She's present.
Oh, this poor woman.
It's a very unusual case, says Chief Deputy Ben Hutchin of Lancaster County in the press briefing. I've been doing this 31 years. Nothing like this has ever gotten to this point before.
Oof, boy.
The coroner was not sent to the nursing home after it declared her dead because she was placed in hospice care and circumstances did not fall within a coroner's remit. So they just... That's weird. You should have sent in the coroner. You always confirm that someone is dead. A physician had seen her in the last 7 days. Physician willing to sign the death certificate. There was nothing suspicious at the time of death. And it's like, I don't think it is a suspicious thing. I think it's a
huge oversight on the part of people who are caring for her.
Well, you always have a professional come in. Like, no offense to hospice care. They do a wonderful job. But their job is not to help someone stay alive.
Yeah.
They're helping someone ease into death.
Yeah.
And it, like, the whole thing is
confirmation.
Like, yeah, like, bring in a professional for this kind of thing.
Wow. I can't. Ugh.
But similar to your horrible story, this is not the only person to be pronounced dead, only to reveal themselves as being still alive. In June of last year, I think we actually covered this story because it's so crazy. I remember this. 76-year-old Bella Montoya in Ecuador was declared dead following a suspected stroke, placed in a coffin, taken to the funeral parlor, and then 5 hours later she was alive.
Yes, I remember that story. We did talk about it.
And then she died a few days later.
Yes.
Like, it was not... 2018, a South African woman, same deal. She was discovered alive in a mortuary fridge. So it is very rare, but does happen.
It's just horrifying.
I don't know how you mistake it. Like, it's such a thing, you know?
Ugh.
But yeah, a woman declared dead, found alive in a funeral home.
Wow.
That's so crazy to me.
Well, I have just a little side story
to
kind of end it with.
I love it. Give me some... yeah.
So, this story is a couple days old, but a congressman's 6-year-old son steals the show on the House floor. Apparently, a congressman was delivering remarks. Did you see the video?
No, I didn't.
It's actually hilarious. Like, so this guy is delivering remarks on the House floor. His son, it's like, I don't really understand the logistics of it, but his son is like sitting in the background, and he's 6, and... It says the son decided to show off his funny faces for the cameras. It says the clip shared on C-SPAN and social media channels shows Representative John Rose, who's from Tennessee. He's a Republican from Tennessee, delivering remarks about former President Donald Trump's recent conviction, and his son is sitting behind him. So the boy appears to spot the camera and first smiles before launching into a series of funny expressions, sticking his tongue out, rolling his eyes, and shaking his head.
I love
Dad says, "This is what I get for telling my son to smile at the camera for his little brother."
Oh, my gosh.
But it's just the kid looks at the camera and then starts going... And he's like, I watched the video and the kid's like rolling his eyes into the back of his head.
Oh,
and
I love
it's
it.
just classic 6-year-old.
Yeah, there's a podcast I just started listening to called Left, Right, and Center, and they have like a moderator, and then they get a really progressive voice and a really conservative voice, and it was like a recommended podcast for me, and so I listened to a couple episodes, but they do this thing at the end where they give each person an opportunity to either rant or rave about something.
Okay.
And one of the hosts raved about that kid. She
It's
was
just
like,
so
it's
funny.
so cute. So I didn't see the video or anything. I just heard someone talk about it, and it was like, oh, wow, you know.
Yeah, it's worth a watch. It's funny.
I'll definitely have to check that out. All right, I do have one final story. So this article, USA Today, video shows Michigan man with a suspended driver's license driving while joining a Zoom court hearing. So this guy gets caught with a suspended driver's license.
Okay.
And they're like, hey, so he goes to court and he's going to fight this suspended driver's license or whatever.
Okay.
While it's a Zoom court date, which is a thing, you know,
Yeah.
you especially during COVID, they got really popular.
Yeah.
You schedule these calls. He does it. He zooms in while he's driving to the doctor's office. And the judge, like he's
What
in
was the
trouble
logic in that?
for driving with a suspended license. And the judge is sitting there and literally the judge is like, wait, are you driving right now? He's like, yeah, I'm just pulling into the doctor's office. Hold on a minute.
What was the thought process there?
It's so good.
Wow.
Corey Harris, 44, was attending a hearing on May 15th for charges related to an earlier arrest in Pittsfield Township, Michigan, about 5 miles south of Ann Arbor. In the video, which has gone viral, it went viral recently. This is an older court case, but it just went viral. It shows him joining while in a moving car. Mr. Harris, are you driving? Judge Cedric Simpson, who appeared to be shocked, asked in the video. Harris replied that he was, quote, pulling into my doctor's office, actually. Just give me 1 second. As he parks the car on video, Simpson appears to smile and laugh in disbelief. Once the guy parks, the judge confirms that he is a driver on a license suspended who has just been seen driving without a license. Like there's no need for evidence. There's no need for I just watched you do it again.
Like what? I have so many questions.
It's like getting in trouble like for pickpocketing and then like while you're in the courtroom trying to steal the security officer's wallet like while the judge is watching you.
I don't understand people.
As the judge again clarifies, and you have no license. The man's mouth opens. He appears to understand what he just did on camera.
and
then
willingly
the judge
accepts the handcuffs that will inevitably be coming to him.
The face the guy makes when he just like rolls his head back like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Yeah, he revoked his bond and ordered that he turn himself into the Washington County by 6 p.m. that day. Failure to turn himself in would result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Wow.
He's like, all right, I guess just turn yourself in then. Then there was a later development. Apparently, he has this idea. He thought he could say, like, my license was suspended falsely or something. Like he was going to fight this thing in court. But then it turns out he didn't even have a license from the state of Michigan. His license was suspended from somewhere else. And it was like, so you never had a license. So there's no version of this that was our fault.
Oh my gosh. So he's incriminated no matter what.
In just a big way. And it's like the judge says, I don't even know why he would do that.
Wow.
And then just, okay, court case is done. Come turn yourself in, please.
Whew. No getting around that. Boy, oh boy, that's smart.
To commit a crime that you are in trouble for, on camera in front of the judge. It's just amazing. I've never heard of such a thing.
Well, you know.
I didn't even have that story on my radar, but like I just after like reading, I was like, I have to add this. Like,
that is ridiculous.
So good. Terrible, but good. All right. Are you ready for Sponsor Your Life?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still reeling from this guy. And his
Whew, boy. Anyways, what is sponsoring my life? Let's see. Sorry. Okay.
Yep.
So on Saturday, you had a conference all day, so you were gone.
Yes, I was gone. Yep.
But I was home with the boys, and we went to this awesome little like pop-up market.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you did
Alger
that.
Heights.
Yep.
We were on our way back we had to run some errands, and on our way back, we drove up Eastern to get home.
Yeah.
And we drove through Alger Heights, and it was like, look at all these little like tents set up and stuff.
Awesome.
It was like there's like these little booths and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so the boys were like, we want to go. And I'm like, well, it's only a mile, and we'll walk a mile down the road. And so we did, and there was this great little like pop-up market thing. It was like 9 to 3. They had like artists, and they had like all kinds of vendors and stuff, like jewelry and candles and clothes and like local stuff. It was awesome. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
So we walked down and did that, and that was just a fun thing to do last
Boys
weekend.
raved about it when I got home.
Yeah, it was fun. We did a lot of walking, which they really like because they like to go for walks.
Oh, for sure.
And then we also checked out the yard sale across the street too.
That's right.
At the M Village place. But that was it was a fun little day. We had a chance to, go on a walk and check things out, and yeah, it was a cool day.
Yeah.
I love
awesome.
like little random things like that you're not expecting,
totally.
and then you like walk down, and it's like it's one of the perks of living in a city where there's always something going on.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So that was cool.
That's excellent. For me, my sponsor is going to be the thing I did on that same day. I did so the GLR had a conference. It's the Great Lakes region. So I am now I'm in the process of transferring my credentials over to the Wesleyan Church. This is the denomination that I'm choosing to be a part of. And so they had their big annual conference, and it's like a whole region. It's like the state of Michigan and Wisconsin and Illinois, I think, are the 3 states in the GLR. But they have this conference, and it was like 4 hours long, maybe 5 hours. We met at 10 a.m. and it goes to like 3. It was supposed to get done at 2, but we went late, and it was amazing. It was awesome. So I've been to a lot of these conferences like in other denominations, and some are better or worse, but like in the United Methodist Church, and again, no shade, but the way they used to do it was like 4 days long. You would go on Wednesday and get home on Sunday. Like it was a whole weekend thing, like a long weekend. And it was just hours and hours of stuff, some of it more interesting than others. But this thing, it was concise. The worship was wonderful. They had this vision statement. They laid out the challenges, and they laid out the good things. And then they had different topical things. We heard from like some missionaries and the work they were doing, and then we heard from another ministry and the work they were doing. It was so inspiring, and it was cool. It was just very refreshing after having been through a couple of years of really rough, kind of contentious conferences, and just and
it was
again,
a breath of fresh air.
And I'm not even saying like I'm mad because things didn't go my way or whatever, but just such that like strife has been sort of the name of the game at those conferences for a while. And it was just so refreshing to be a part of a thing that was like, no, let's just focus on telling people about Jesus and better ways we can do that and ways we can help each other. And there was like a panelist who got up and talked about the urban church and the struggles of what do you do with an area of the world. And this was actually really amazing. So it's like, what do you do like with inner city churches where even if every single person in a 10-block radius comes to your church, you won't have enough money to fund like a pastor or pay for a building. Yeah. And it's like, how do you do church when the people are so poor? Because most churches, there's a model of people give and that supports the church. But that's starting to only work in certain neighborhoods. And then other neighborhoods, they still need to know Jesus, but you have to find a different financial model because you can't do it the suburb way.
Yeah.
And so that was just refreshing to hear like just sort of clarity on that and to have people's eyes open to like, these people, we still want to reach inner city, impoverished areas still need to know about Jesus. That's still so important. But you can't use the same model of sustainability, in terms of like paying for the pastor. So you have to find other ways to do it. And so that was just really cool.
That's cool.
It was an awesome conference. I came home on a high, and I got home and you guys were like, Dad, we went to the, the thing.
Was a good day.
So it was just fun all around.
Very cool.
Good sponsors. All right. You ready to play a game?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to play Would You Rather.
Okay.
And now some of these will probably be generic or general, but some of these are like we've crafted Would You Rathers for each other, right?
Okay. I just thought of 3 just now while you were talking.
Good.
I was listening to what you're saying.
So no.
I was totally listening to what you were saying. But I do have some.
Okay. I have more than 3, so I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. Now, this one comes with a little prep. All right. So you and I are not political people. We are not Democrats or Republicans. We don't really talk politics very much. It's not a big piece of us. And honestly, just in the present world, there's so much to criticize on both sides.
Yeah.
Like, I think even most people who are political identify themselves mostly as what they don't like about the other side.
True.
Both parties are not happy with their person very much. They're happy to attack the other side.
Sure.
So that I just needed to put that as a disclaimer. Would you rather vote Democrat or Republican? But if you vote Republican, you have to shout "Make America Great" anytime you hear Trump's name. And if you vote Democrat, you have to cover your car, house, and social media presence in slogans, bumper stickers, and yard signs. So would you rather cover your car in slogans and bumper stickers and like all of that? And
No, I'd rather just vote Republican.
But then you have to shout, "Make America Great."
I hate bumper stickers and slogans and stuff. It's fine. I'd rather just say, I'd rather
I can't see you ever shouting in public ever. Like it just is not your MO.
It's not. It's really not. It's true.
That would be really entertaining. It just is like, which is worst, to be obnoxiously to the right or obnoxiously to the left? And it's
just obnoxious in general is the worst, honestly.
Your face crinkled so much while I was talking. You were like, ugh.
No.
I thought that would be funny to put you through that.
Phew, thank you. Thank you for that.
Do you have one?
I do. So my question, it's kind of weird. Would you rather have to wear winter clothes every day for the rest of your life or a swimsuit every day for the rest of your life?
Oh, that is so hard because I sweat so easily. And so if I wear winter clothes, I will be miserable. But I also do not like wearing swimsuits very much at all.
It's a catch-22.
I'm going to go with swimsuit.
Oh, okay.
Because I could put jeans on.
That would be interesting for you to preach in a swimsuit.
Well, I could wear jeans on top of it, right?
No, that's not what I said.
It's just
you can't
a
add the
swimsuit.
stipulations.
Oh no! See, well, okay. If it's just a swimsuit, if I'm not allowed to put clothes on top of the swimsuit, because shorts are shorts, right? You get a little swimsuit, and it's like, all right, it's
a little swimsuit.
Yeah, it's like a pair of boxers, you know. But no, if it's like I have to wear a swimsuit all the time, no, I want winter clothes. I'd rather sweat than be shirtless all the time.
Okay, I'll see you at the beach then.
Oh my gosh, I like the beach, but I'm thinking winter clothes. Oh no, that'd be
your face.
All right, this one it's like, would you rather give up vegetables or drinks other than water? So no vegetables for the rest of your life or only water for the rest of your life. You can't drink anything else. You can't have any other fun.
I'd be fine just drinking water.
Oh no.
I would not want to give up vegetables.
You don't think? I
as much as I love coffee, I think I could give up coffee.
There's coffee, there's like sparkling water, there's soda, there's
many
drinks.
Water is sparkling water.
No.
Yes, you said only water, so sparkling water counts. So I would be totally fine giving up.
No, the idea is that there be no
vegetables.
flavors.
I love vegetables.
You
too
do
much.
love vegetables way more than I do. I'd be very okay to give them.
I
wouldn't even notice.
I know.
But you're like a vegetable person though. You'll eat them like raw and stuff, like carrots and all that kind of stuff. I
act surprised. So do our kids.
Oh yeah, no, I love that about that. Like I'm so glad that has rubbed off from you onto them because I've just never been a big veggie person. I don't know if it's because growing up, most of our vegetables were like steamed. That was all we ever eat was soft veggies, and they're fine, like they're good, but they're just not as I don't know. It's just veggies are not my thing, and I love all the flavors and different drinks and stuff. So, all right, you found your loophole. What else you got?
Okay, so would you rather eat, or sorry, not eat. We just did an eating one. Would you rather have to sing everything that you say for the rest of your life, or whisper everything that you say for the rest of your life?
I love to sing, but that would be so obnoxious. I think whispering everything would come off as creepy, though.
So, I don't know, man. You got to answer.
Can I still sing when I want to sing if I have to whisper? Or does my whispering have to be like when I sing?
Whispering everything for the rest of your life, or singing everything for the rest of your life?
Can I sing like from Hamilton, where it's like you're talking with a rhythm?
You can't sing like you're from Hamilton. We all know this.
True. That is true. I think I'd sing everything.
Yeah.
I can't give up singing. I love to sing. And I do think that would be annoying a lot. Like I would struggle to preach. I think whispering would be helpful for preaching.
Doesn't quite come off as
what?
Doesn't come off as quite as commanding. As,
no, it's like
give us an example, JJ. Give us a taste, just a sample, just a taste.
Oh no. But then, like, what are you gonna do? Just whisper all the time, like a whole sermon of whispers? That'd be the most annoying thing to hear ever. I think
he's getting really intense. This is exhausting. He won't stop whispering.
I would learn different types of singing. Like syncopated. Like they do in musicals, where it's like they sing the lines, but they're mostly just like talking slightly melodic. I'd learn how to do that, and so I could get through it. I'd be all right. And I would rhyme all my sermons just for fun. That would be an added challenge for sure. All right, I have a few more. Would you rather have Joel Osteen as your preacher or Weird Al Yankovic as your worship leader? And you have to, you can't not listen to them. You have to listen to them every week. Would you rather have a sermon from Joel Osteen?
Weird Al for sure.
I think it would be really hard to get vulnerable and emotional and worship God in those songs.
That's okay. I would so love Weird Al as my worship director. I just am dreaming about it now.
I think I would enjoy it for like a minute, and then I'd be like, dude, okay, you gotta not be as weird. Can you just do one normal one? And then he would look at me and
do a normal one.
What are you thinking? That would be a fun game, like a Weird Al Yankovic parody of worship. Yeah. Ooh.
Weird Al worship.
I feel it. Yes.
I feel it coming on.
I feel a game.
It's wow. Weird Al worship. Sorry.
So that just happened. The little meter on the
things
thing.
I said when I was Weird Aling. Anyways.
How about, would you rather lose your taste or your hearing?
Oh.
I honestly, I don't know.
Oh.
Lose your taste or your hearing.
I think I'd rather lose taste. As much as I love to eat, I like hearing stuff.
I love music, Although I think, and this is cheating, but I think there's better technology for repairing hearing than there is for repairing tongues, right? Like, I don't think they can bring your taste bud back, but we can bring people's hearing back, right? Artificially, but...
You're trying to make it way
cheating.
Too technical and with the loopholes and stuff. I think it's just take it as it is.
Yeah, magic. You can't have it back.
Know. But that'd be really hard.
I love food so much, but I also love music.
I know.
And it's like, how can I pick between these two? Devastating.
That's hard.
That is.
That's
I thought
really
that was
hard.
a really good one, especially for us. Like, of the two things in life, if you ask me, like, what are your two top favorite things, I'd be like food and music. Like those are right up there.
Yeah.
And then I could say, like, well, I love being with my family, but it's like, yeah, we're usually eating food or singing.
These are our primary activities. You are taking these from us.
Would you rather, and these are better ones. I tried to have some negative ones and some positive ones. Would you rather never have to do laundry again or never have to dust and vacuum again? Or let's say all cleaning. You never have to clean it. Everything is always clean, or it's cleaned for you. Or would you rather have someone, or just all the laundry is always done?
All the cleaning. I don't
Really?
mind laundry that much.
Oh, see, I would have thought laundry because it's
laundry takes a long time and it is annoying. But honestly, it's sometimes it's so hard for me to remember. Like I vacuum so much each week, and I sweep and mop so much every week. But like
4 boys, a little girl, and 3 pets. It gets pretty crazy
daunting.
around here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If you had to ask me to choose between dishes or laundry,
ooh,
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't mind it. See, I'm the opposite.
I don't mind
like
doing the laundry.
Dishes. I don't mind dishes. That's a relaxing activity for me. It's like, yeah, it's no big deal.
Yeah, you can do the dishes then.
I do. I do.
I know.
All right. So this one, I meant it in a good way, but you could also mean it in a bad way.
Okay.
So you're going to have one choice taken away from you.
Okay.
But in a good way. Someone else will choose for you because, like decision fatigue. So someone else is going to pick for the rest of your life what you watch or what you eat. You never have to figure out what to make for dinner again. Or you never have to figure out what to watch again.
I don't think I want someone else choosing what to watch.
No? Yeah. That's true. You are very particular. You there's a lot you don't like.
Yeah.
You're more, I think, whatever food is in front of you, you can make it work because you eat a lot of things. But for TV and media that you consume, you do have high
Is the person
standards.
taking away the choice of what to make and also making it? Because then I would be really happy. I mean, I love to cook and I love to make food. I love meal planning and stuff.
That was my original version of it, was like, you never have to cook again. But then I was like, but you like cooking.
Love cooking.
I like cooking. Like, that's fun.
Yeah, I don't want someone choosing what to watch.
So let's put a positive spin on it. They will always choose something you like. Food or TV. It's just the idea of never having to pick it again. Like it's not sinister.
Food.
Like there could be a sinister version.
Food.
Yeah. It's just like the food will just always be in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's so annoying to pick what to watch. And I can kind of eat anything.
If you're struggling to figure out what to watch, it probably means you don't need to watch anything.
Oh, that's true. I like that. I just thought that was because the decision fatigue is such an odd first world kind of a thing. It's like we have so many choices.
So
I don't know what I want to eat.
That's
I have to pick what to eat again.
Oh, darn.
Yep. All right. So that was all of mine. I mentioned the Joel Osteen one, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We have a segment in the works there. It's wow.
Oh, that's right. Weird Al worship.
worship.
Oh, I'm excited. So let's crowdsource a little bit. So listeners, if you can think of any like Bible parodies, or should it be Bible versions of pop songs, or should it be take worship songs and make non-worship song versions?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like take Elevation or Hillsong,
people think of,
and switch it to like a not a Christian song. I bet that would be a lot of fun too. Oh,
I'm so curious.
Weird Al worship. That'll be a seg. We'll try that maybe for next week. That'll be great. I love it.
Nice.
All right. Well, thanks for playing, everybody.
You said, "Hey, everybody!"
I know.
Good grief.
Hey, friends. Thank you so much for listening. We love making this podcast, taking a break out of our day to just have some fun, tell goofy stories, and all that stuff. And we really appreciate all of you guys for listening. So, thanks so much to whoever makes our theme song, and thanks to our listeners. And what else do I usually say? I say like thanks for stuff, but I can't remember.
Don't forget to leave us comments, likes, shares, follows.
That's right. Yeah. So find us on the socials and pump it up. And yes, leave reviews.
Spotify.
On Spotify, give us 5 stars. If you're not going to give us 5 stars, you go ahead and just not do it. That's okay. You don't have to.
You should walk away from this podcast. We don't need your negativity here. Just joking.
But over on Apple, you can actually leave a review. You can write one out and say, "Oh, we love it." And honestly, if we know you, because a lot of people who listen are like friends of ours. Tell us you're listening. We love that. Like, it's fun. Well, I love that. I
was going to say, I have never listened to this podcast in my life, so.
It's okay. That's okay. Most people don't. So.
I know. I don't want to hear my own voice.
There's 8 billion people on the planet.
I don't want to hear your voice any more than I already do.
Ouch.
I'm just joking.
I know. I could have made it better if I could come back with a zinger, but I didn't have anything. So
you don't do so well with the zingers.
Not really. I'm not quick on my feet. I'll think of something in 5 minutes, and I'll come back and edit it into the podcast. There we go. No, but thanks for listening, everybody, and thank you for supporting us and all your nice comments and reviews. And that's about everything. So, are you ready to send us out with the mom joke of the week?
I am.
All right.
So, what do you call a cantaloupe in a swimming pool?
Married.
A watermelon.
I like it.
It's good.
I like it.
Liam liked it too.
That's good. Are they vetting it? I like that.
Yes.
Beautiful. Bye.
Bye.